Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Welcome back. Yesterday we worked on static stretching with our lower body. Today we're going to do the upper body today. And the key body parts we're going to look at today will be our shoulder, bicep, tricep, forearm, and our back. Now, obviously our shoulder is here, and we use that to throw things when we're playing a sport or not. We use it in basketball a little bit. And believe it or not, we actually use it as we run as well. Our shoulder does move as we run, helps propel ourselves forward. So that's an important body part. Our bicep and our tricep, they work together in our upper arm, much like our quad and our hamstring we talked about yesterday. These two muscles work together, and we want to make sure that when we stretch them out or work them out, that we work them equally. Because if one gets stronger than the other, too much stronger than the other, you're at a risk for injury there. And we'll talk more about that later on in the coming weeks on why that is. But just for now, just know that these two muscles work together, and we want to make sure we take equally good care of both of them. The forearm, that helps us work our hand, moving our fingers, making a fist. That's a lot of our forearm muscles in there. We want to make sure those are taken care of, as well as our back. Our back is quite possibly the most important body part because without our back, you can't lift, you can't run, you can't play sports. You are truly limited to almost nothing when you injure your back. So you want to make sure you take good care of that as well. So let's go ahead and let's get started with some static stretching. I'm going to go ahead and slide you over. Okay. So to start, we're going to work the shoulders. One easy one that we can do is just reach across your body like this, tuck your arm in underneath, and just pull. Nice light pull here. You'll feel the stretch in the back of your shoulder. And then you can switch. Now all of these stretches that we do, you should really do for about a 10-second count. I'm just going to quickly go through them so you can do them on your own. Next stretch we're going to look at is for our tricep, the back of our arm. We want to go ahead and reach behind us, take our other hand, and push back on the elbow. And we push back on the elbow, you'll start to feel the back of your arm, your tricep, being stretched. And we'll go ahead and switch. Awesome. So now working downward, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our forearm real quick. We're going to skip the bicep because we're going to do a different setup for that one. With our forearm, we can just reach out in front of our body with our fingers pointing up and just pulling back on the fingers. And that will help stretch out the forearm. And we can go ahead and switch. Then we'll go ahead and turn our hand over the other way, fingers facing down, and stretching out the upper part of our forearm here. And we can switch. So those will be our forearm stretches. Now, the reason why we skipped the bicep is because we're going to use a wall for this one. I'm going to slide you over here to the wall area. Okay. And how we'll want to do this one, everyone, is we're going to want to go ahead and put our hand up against the wall, fingers facing our back. So if we're to stand like this, we want them facing our back. And what we want to do is turn away from our arm. And you'll feel a really good pull right in the bicep area. You can do that for about a 10-second count. Now we'll just do the other arm quick. Fingers facing backward and just turning away from our arm. Just like that. The last one that we're going to talk about today was our back. And with our back, there's a couple different ways of going about it. One way is using the wall again. Now instead of having our fingers facing our back for this one, we want them facing inward. So if I'm standing here, have them facing in front of you, and we're going to turn the other way. And you should be able as well as your tricep. You will stretch your tricep here, as well as the back of your shoulder. A little bit of pull with your back. As you turn away, I'll back up a little bit. As you turn away, you should be able to feel a little bit of twist in the back, a little bit of pull there, as well as the tricep and the shoulder that we talked about. Okay. Another way of doing this one, if I'll just slide you over the middle of the room, another one is just doing what we call a trunk twist. I'm going to have my arms out in front of me, and I'm just going to twist. And you're going to go ahead and feel the stretch in your back. You can do about 10 times each side. Now, it's not about speed here. We're not trying to go fast. We're trying to get a good stretch. And as you continue to trunk twist, you will feel additional range of motion. That each time you can go a little bit more and a little bit more. And that's going to be the trunk twist to work on your back. All right. So we just worked on not three of our muscle groups. Well, you can consider it upper arm, lower arm, and our back. But we just worked on 5 different areas of our body in our upper body using some static stretching just in place, being able to get our upper body ready to go. These are a lot of exercises that many athletes use to go ahead and loosen their bodies and preparing for active stretching, better yet known as dynamic stretching that we talked about yesterday, and going into their athletic competition. Now, with any stretching, the best part about it is that whether you are an athlete or not, stretching is incredibly beneficial for you. It keeps your muscles loose, continues to make you flexible, a great range of motion, and can overall improve your stress levels. Stretching can help with your stress levels and help to lower them down because it is very much a relaxing stretch, as well as not just lowering your stress levels, but just improving overall range of motion and flexibility. So that way when you get older, right now you don't have to necessarily worry about waking up sore or in pain, but as you grow older and you get into adulthood, being able to have an effective stretch can help your body feel great much more often than not. So some basic static stretching there with our lower body yesterday, our upper body today. Tomorrow being Friday, I have a very fun fitness activity in mind for you all. I hope YouTube allows me to do it. But I'm really excited for tomorrow's video. But other than that, that is today's video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And thanks for getting up and moving with Mr. D. Take care now.